It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you tonight's keynote speaker, Mr. David Byrd. David Byrd is a 1970 graduate of Pocomoke High School, a 1974 graduate of Salisbury State College with a degree in physical education. David then graduated from Salisbury State College again with a master's degree in administration and supervision in 1977. Mr. Byrd began his career at Berlin Middle School before returning home to Pocomoke High School to serve as a teacher, coach, and athletic director. During his time as a coach, he won a state title in basketball in 2002, and he also led the athletic program here at Pocomoke High School to the most state titles of any 1A school in the state of Maryland. When I began working at Pocomoke High School several years ago, there were a few families that I knew would be important to get to know while I was here. The Byrds, the Buchanans, the Butlers. Of course, that list includes Susan Byrd Pusey. I knew these families had a long-standing tradition of leadership in this community, and I knew if I was going to experience any amount of success here at this school, in this school community, I would have to learn and be mentored by these people. David Byrd is one of those people. I'm grateful that after announcing his retirement earlier this year, he agreed to stay on as athletic director, because as he will tell you, I still have a lot to learn. It's my pleasure to introduce you to the backup graduation speaker for Pocomoke High School for the past 40 years, who now, this year, finally gets his opportunity to be the graduation speaker, Mr. David Byrd.
Thank you, everyone. Mr. Taylor, Board of Education members, Dr. Wallace, Pocomoke staff, and my colleagues, and of course, the most important people we have here tonight, and that's the class of 2017. The class of 2017 is going to be pretty close to me because if Mr. Wallace decides it's going to be the last time that I'll be up here on stage. I have been the backup speaker since Carrie Reese anointed me that 40 years ago, in case something happened. Just in case something happened to the speaker, then I was always prepared to come up. So that has never happened, thank goodness. And tonight, I'm here to pass a little experience on to the class of 2017. And I'm speaking mostly to this class. I thought I would do a locker room speech, but I cut that off, or my wife cut that off, because that might be just a touch rough. I'm not here to preach to this class, or holler at them to stay off the gym floor, but only to tell them of some experiences that I've had, because whatever they have done, I've done. And I will be straight and quick and forward with 5 quick points. First of all, we need to be happy. Live, laugh, love. That has to happen. I'm going to steal a few words from Little Big Town, which is appropriate for Pocomoke City. And that is, happy people don't cheat. Happy people don't lie. Happy people don't hold a grudge and never criticize. Happy people don't hate. Happy people don't steal. Happy people don't fail. Happy people just learn. They just wait their turn. They've always got a handout for somebody. They always have $1 to spare. And they know the golden rule. Life is short. Love is rare. We all deserve to be happy. So please smile here tonight. This is a great occasion. Number 2 to this class, you have to have faith in something. Faith in yourself, number 1. But a good place to start is your church. When I first became a teacher at Pocomoke High School, there was this round old guy at Salem Methodist Church named Reverend Tom Wall. Some of you probably know him in this audience. And Reverend Wall and I became good friends. And it was because of him that we could hash out some problems. I talk like a coach, he talks like a preacher. And it worked out pretty well. But one thing he left me with, which I'm going to tell this class, is don't try to be better than someone else. Just always be the best that you can be. He reminded me of that often, I'll tell you that. I'm going to give a little example. I have to throw in one athletic example during this talk tonight. And this is about a player I had named Mike Roberts. He is still the leading public school scorer in the state of Maryland with 3,224 points. Played 4 years for me. We were playing James N. Bennett one night in the old gym, and it was a close game for the half. And we went in at halftime, and I was doing a really good halftime speech. And, saying a few things, probably kicked a chair or two. And Tom Darcy was my assistant coach, and he was keeping stats. And he came up behind me and whispered and said, "Dave, he's got 24 and 13 at the half. That's 24 points and 13 rebounds at the half." I said, "He can do better." You know what? He went out and did better. I got on him, he went out and did better. He set a school record that night, 52 points, 9 3-pointers. And still one of the greatest guys, graduate of Colgate, living in New York City, and I talk to him about once a month. Always be the best that you can be. Number 3 is family. There is no substitution for family. Never. And you all got to remember that. Besides family, there's no substitution for friends. When you go away, your family will always be there. I was lucky to have a great family. Mother, father, brothers, sisters. I got a great family now. You need to thank your family, everybody out here, your brother, your sister, your grandparents, aunt and uncles, anybody that's associated with you. You need to thank them all the time. Hug them, give them a big hug each day, because you never know when they're going to be gone. You may not like what they tell you now. Like, for example, nothing good happens after midnight. But they will always be there for you. When you go away to college, when you go to the workforce, they will always be there, whether it's today or 30 years from now. But most importantly about family, when you all grow up, decide what to do, you need to find a great partner. I got a partner that put up with me for 45 years. 45 years in office. And she put me through college. She let me go hunting, fishing, play sports, and coach. How about that? You can't ask for that. And most importantly, she is one freaking good cook. So when you decide to pick somebody, whatever partner it is, then you better pick a good one. Number 4, school and community. We are one. Pocomoke is one, school and community. Remember, students, what has gone on in your life for the last 18 years, some of you may not be 18 yet, but close to 18 years, with this school and this community. There is no substitution for education. If you plan to be a teacher, you got to go to school all the time. I got a master's degree, but I still got 50-some hours past that, and they still make me go to class. So think about that. There's no substitution for education. Be a part of something. Whether you go out in job force, you get a new job, you go to college, be a part of that. Be a part of your community. Whether it's be a firefighter, in a civic club, in politics, or church. And most importantly, on this weekend that we honor Americans, you can always be a part of the military and respect them. And God bless the military in the United States of America. In this day and time, computers, iPhones, social media, text, it's a wonderful thing. I love it. I can FaceTime my grandkids anytime I want. They all got phones. So wherever they are, they're FaceTiming me or taking pictures of me and putting them on Facebook or etc. But because of that, one thing has happened. And I think the students of the day need to know this. The media and the new technologies of today have taken away the ability of face-to-face talking with everybody. I got one other story to tell you, this face-to-face, and why I'm up here today, and it's because of Pocomoke High School. In 1969, there's a guy named Jerry Shoemate. I miss him a lot. We had a class of 25 boys. I don't know how the guidance department worked that out. We had a class of 25 boys. And it was in a speech class. We don't offer that here now. It was in a speech class. And he taught us how to speak. He taught me not to be afraid to speak. I got a plaque when I graduated. It said, "Congratulations, Stuttering Spencer." That's my middle name. Because I stuttered when I was in high school. And that happened until I was in his class. And now I could get up in front of people, and we did impromptu speeches. We'd walk in there and he'd scare you to death, and you'd have to give a speech on how to kick a soccer ball. I'll tell you one little thing we did to Jerry. This is, but you got to be happy. This class of 25 boys, and I don't know if you've seen Shawshank Redemption, that old movie, where you got that poster of Ursula Andrews, and she's in it's a Playboy pinup. We took that picture and took it over to Jerry's desk and stuck it up on the ceiling. And we went to lunch, he went to lunch and put it up on the ceiling and come back. When we come back, we asked him to do an impromptu speech on that picture above it. And, we will never forget that. There might be a guy or two in this audience that probably was in that same class. But it's the best class, besides phys ed, that I had at Pocomoke High School. I hope Dr. Wallace is listening, and sometime down the road, a speech class is what we need at PHS. So take time. Put your phone down. When I'm talking to you, I would like to look at you face to face. And instead of somebody doing this or talking on their phone, put the phone down. Say hello. Shake hands. Wave. Smile at everybody. And as my sister would say please and thank you. Thank you very much. Please be happy and go work.
Well, he saved that for 40 years, and it was pretty good, don't you think? Mr. Byrd and I have had conversations because I think he missed his calling, because I think he could have been a Baptist minister. As I listened to him tonight, I think he missed his calling, minus the magazine part. But I want to thank Mr. Byrd not only for the speech tonight, but for being a mentor to me, for being a mentor to our young people here on stage, and I certainly appreciate his support. And I will tell you, that's probably the best graduation speech I've heard, and it's probably the best one we'll hear, because I don't think we'll get enough